finding areas of rhombuses and trapeziums. So what's a rhombus again? Well, we can recognize a rhombus if all of the sides are equal. Do you remember our analogy? A rhombus is a pushed over square. Square having equal sides. So we need to recognize what the formula is. So let's look at part A. We know that it is a rhombus. So the formula for this would be half times x times y. If you've forgotten what x is and y is, it is the diagonals. The diagonals are found here and here, 10 and 9. So let's say x is this diagonal and y is this diagonal, and then sub in our values. Out pops 90, and half of that is 45. And then we add our units in, 45 millimeters squared. Let's look at part B. Part B is a trapezium. How do we recognize it's a trapezium? Well, you've got one pair of parallel sides, and it's also a quadrilateral, which means it has 4 sides. If you want to know how that's spelt, quadrilateral. So, what's the area of a trapezium? Well, if you look at your note, you'll know it's the average of the top and bottom times by the height. So it's half times by A plus B times by the height, which is 3. So, remember BIMDAS? BIMDAS says that we should sum the brackets first. Then collect our terms. 3 times 10 is 30, and half of that is 15. Add our units, meters squared. So what I'd like you to do is to complete these examples here. So pause the video, have a crack at these questions, and then press play to see if you've got your answers right. Here we go. We're going to go through the answers. A, the shape here is going to be a parallelogram. Now a parallelogram is that because these are both parallel, so you have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So the area is going to be half times x times y, with x and y being the diagonals. Doesn't matter which one you make, so I'm going to say x is the 16k's and y is the 10k's. Quite a large parallelogram. Half times x times y, which is 10. 160 on 2 is going to be 80. 80 what? Kilometers squared. The next one, B, we've got to recognize the shape. This is a trapezium. How do we know that? It's got 1 pair of parallel sides. So, the next thing is the equation. What's A and what's B? We can make that A and that B, or the other way around, and this is our perpendicular height, h. So, half times 5 plus 12 times our height, which is 4. BIMDAS says we should do the brackets first. Now, I know that half of 4 is 2, and 2 times 17 is 34. So the area is 34 meters squared. There we go. That's our video on parallelograms, trapeziums and rhombuses.